Hi, welcome to the Breeze channel. My name is Modipe, and as always, I'm so happy to have you join us. If this is your first time, this is the Breeze channel, and here we discuss how we survive life's difficult circumstances. But wait for the good news. The good news is that we just don't talk about survival here. We talk about moving on for whatever it is that life has thrown at you to then thrive. And how do you do that? You can only do that through God's ever-present, ever-sufficient, amazing grace. Before I continue, I must say that I'm making this video from Lagos, Nigeria, and I'm on holiday here, and I'm shooting from my friend's house, Ronke. So I want her to also say a quick shout out to our family.
Hello, Breeze family.
Thanks, Ronke, for having me. I've been having a wonderful time here, and I'm actually not even looking forward to going back, but hey, we have to do what we have to do. If today is your first time, please subscribe to the channel. We'd love you to subscribe. We'd like you to join our community. Please subscribe by clicking the red subscribe button. Also click the notification bell, because that's the only way you will know every time we have a new video on the channel. If it's not your first time and you're not yet subscribed to the channel, also subscribe. Please subscribe. We also want to grow a subscriber base on the channel. So we've been talking about the goal series. So if today is your first time, I'm going to put a link up to the goal series. It would be nice if you can just catch up with all that we have talked about with regards to the goal series. We started by asking ourselves what we want. We started by asking ourselves why we want it. We went on to ask ourselves when we want it. Timing is very important. We also asked ourselves the question, is it location dependent? So where do you want it? We moved on to say, how can you get it? And then last week we talked about who can help you. So it would be nice for you to really follow the entire series, and then you can get the entire message that we are trying to pass across through this goal series. Today is the wrap-up of the goal series. I'm so happy that we got here to where we can now challenge ourselves to ask ourselves the question, why not? What is stopping you? Now, I always mention self-doubt a lot when I talk about some of the topics that we've talked about in the previous episodes on the channel. And again, it is very pertinent that I also ask us the question, why not? Why not? Why not you? Now, as human beings, there's a tendency that when you have an idea in your head, when you have a motivation to do something, sometimes you allow the other part of you that would say, how is it possible? How can you do this? Now, I would like to encourage us by mentioning two words, and it's from God's word. The first thing is that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So if you think that you can do something, God has said, then you can do it. The second thing is that God has said that he has not given us the spirit of fear, but he has given us the spirit of power, power to dominate, power to be who and whatever we want to be. It's never late as long as you're here. Yesterday, I was discussing with someone very close to me, and she was saying something like, oh, what we could have been. And I said, there is no what we could have been as long as we have breath in our lungs. What we could have been is for people who have left this, that have left us, that have moved on to the terrestrial. As long as we are here, it's not what could, it's what we can be. We can do anything that we set our mind to. So I just want to use this last wrap up of the goal series. I hope really that you have followed it, and you have been able to get to what you want. You've been able to tell yourself when you want it. You've been able to, you've been able to follow all the questions that we are. And then maybe one thing that is holding you back is that fear, that self-doubt. I'm just encouraging you now. You have a sound mind. You don't have a spirit of fear. You have a spirit of power. Power. You can do anything that you set your heart to do. So please, whatever it is that you've written, you can go back again, watch the series, follow the steps. These steps work. I'm not saying it because I'm just saying it. I've used it before for myself. Fine, I used it when I realized that I wasn't making progress from trying to write a book to passing the message across. And when I changed my words to, okay, I can use another channel, which is YouTube, then I became faster at really realizing it. I also used it when I wanted to relocate. So it took me a while to decide that I wanted to relocate. But when I told myself that, okay, what I want is to relocate, then I was able to say, this is what I want, and I want to relocate within the next 4 months. Because I put a time to it, I put a location, this is where I want to go to. Then I started working towards it, and then of course God's grace was made available. I also had people who had relocated. I called them, the who part, you know. I said, how do you want to do it? I want to relocate by applying to a job where I want to go to. And then of course I had to make the steps to apply to the job. That's what I'm saying, that as Christians, we can't always just say, I want something and I'm praying about it. You have to make the steps. When you make the steps, God will make sure that He provides grace for you to get to where you want to go to. So without wanting to just overflog the matter, I just really, because this is really close to my heart, I just really hope that we would get moving. Remember, what led us to the goal series is when we said that God is waiting for us to move. And then we went through the steps of the goal series. And I really look forward to the weeks and months to come, because we will have testimonies. So I'll just keep it short, because this is just the final, the final charge on the goal series. And I hope that we would really start moving. And remember, I always say, it's not just you, it's us. We're doing it together. I'm also telling myself to move in the words that I've penned down, or the list that I've made for myself, and I'm already making the steps. And I hope that soon I'll also be able to share my testimony on the channel. So I'll stop here, because like I said, I'm on holiday, so I'm looking forward to stepping out and enjoying more of my holiday. And if you have not yet subscribed, again I'll say, please subscribe. If this video has blessed you, if you like it, please like. Again, share what your experience has been, your journey, by putting a comment. And finally, until the next time when we're back again on the Bridge channel, my final statement is the most important. Like I always say, don't you ever forget that God deeply loves you. Bye.